Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about circle or pie graphs. So this type of graph is used to show the division of total quantity into smaller parts. So that is what the wedges of a circle graph are. So the total quantity or the 100% is represented by the entire circle. So your circle should always be a full 100%. So each smaller part needs to be labeled. Oops. That doesn't go there. I'm one step ahead. Sorry about that. So, sorry, each wedge of your circle, there we go, of the circle represents a smaller part of the total. So each smaller part must be labeled. Here we go. With what it represents. And what percent it represents from the total. So kind of like how we put the numbers above our bars in our bar graph, you need to have your percentage on each wedge of your circle graph. So to make a circle graph, you must first create a table with certain information in it. The next example will show you what you need to do. Okay, so they give you a frequency. So you would have to figure out what your total is. So you would add all of those up. So 6 plus 7 plus 11 plus 8 plus 2 plus 15 is 49. So this is out of 49. So your fractional part is just taking this, so your 6, and dividing it by 49. So 7 divided by 49. 11 divided by 49. 8 divided by 49. 2 divided by 49. And 15 divided by 49. You can put the 49 over 49. Why not? But you don't have to. So you can kind of leave these ones blank if you want. So your percent is taking this fraction, so your 6 divided by 49, and that is 0.12. So that is 12%. So 7 divided by 49 is 0.14 or 14%. 11 divided by 49, 0.22. Okay, so you know that this should add up to 100% to make the full circle. So right now, 12 plus 14 plus 22 plus 16 plus 4 is 68. So 100 minus 68 is 32. So the 15 divided by 49 needs to be 32, but you can tell that it's not. It's this 30, probably 31 as I would round that up. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but we were rounding these all a little bit. So just make sure that they add up to 100. So on your last one, if you do need to fudge it by 1, so like this would actually really only be 31%, but I would make this the 32% so that it adds up to the full 100%. Okay? So to get your degree, so your degree is actually what you're going to use to create your circle graph. So to get your degree, what you do is you take the percent and you times that by 360 because a full circle is 360 degrees. So your 0.12 times 360 is 43.2 degrees, and it's your decimal percent. So your 0.14 times 360 is 50.4 degrees. Oops. 79.2 degrees. 57.6 degrees. 14.4 degrees. And if you add all of these up, that should equal the 360 degrees. So when you're making this, you need to have a title, just like last time. So this was the favorite sports. And we'll just start from the top. So you're going to need a protractor, which is one of these. Okay. So the first one is 43.2 degrees. So let me see if that's will focus. So as you can see over here, there are two different numbers. So you're always going to use the inner one, so the smaller numbers. Okay? So I'm going to line this line up with this line here that's on the circle already. So this first one needs to be 43, so the small number, so the 40. And then 1, 2, 3, so right here. So you'll just put a little dot and connect it. Now don't have your lines go outside the edge of the circle. So then this was the baseball / softball. And then your percentage needs to go in here, so your 12%. Okay, now you're going to rotate your paper a little bit. And now this the line that you just drew is your new line that you line this one up with. So the next one is at 50.4, so basically just 50. Again, line them up. So this is basketball. and this was 14%. And you don't have to use a different color. I just am for this video. And then now this new one, or this purple line, is now going to become my new line. So the next one is 79. So 70, basically almost 80. Okay, so that's football, which was 22%. Okay, then we've got 57.6 here, and then 57. Okay, so this is soccer, which is 16%. Okay, so 14.4. Okay, so sometimes you're not going to be able to fit what you need to say in your little wedge. So you would just put like a tick mark here and then say what that is. So this one is tennis. And that was 4%. So now we are on the last one. So the last one should be 115 degrees. So just measure it to see that you're about right. So it would have to line up with this black line that we've made. So mine, as you can see, is pretty much right at that 115 mark. So we are all set there. And then I'm just going to label it the other. And that was 32%. Okay. So I want you to try to do this one on your own. Now, you just have to do this for your gender only. So your graph or your circle graph, if you're a male, should only include the males. So you would only have to do the work for the males, and then same for the females. So you only have to do one or the other. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions, but then you can get, after you do that, then you can get working on your assignment. Okay, have a great day.